never slack. Tipping topics, talking all night long. Come on now, join the groove and sing along. Tips, topics, and talk, you know we rock. On this stage, we never stop. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Every episode brings the heat. Y'all come on in. Welcome to Tips, Topics, and Talk. We back. We back. Come on, get your lunch. I got my drink ready. Tips, Topics, and Talk. You know we rock. On the stage, we never stop. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Every episode brings the heat. Stay tuned, change the station. We've got your daily inspiration. Laughs and stories. Come on, y'all, get y'all lunch. Grooving with you through the years. Hey, come on now. Tips, Topics, and Talk. Hey, 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 hey. We never stop. Feel the rhythm. Feel the beat. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. All right. Stay tuned, don't change the station. We got your daily inspiration. I got cornbread. No, I didn't cook it. Tips, Topics, and Talk. You know we rock. Hey, hey. We never stop. Feel the rhythm. Feel the beat. I got some macaroni and cheese, y'all. Ooh. I hope y'all like a woman with a little meat on the bone, because I eat. All right, everybody. Let's get into it. Welcome to Tips, Topics, and Talk, your midday edition. I'm Paulette. I'm the owner and founder of Brownstone Worldwide. I am eating the chicken that I prepared this morning on the day shift with my very own blend, Brownstone Blends. And I said that I was going to make that available by the end of today. It's Friday, y'all. What y'all having for lunch? What y'all having for lunch? Y'all, let me tell you what I'm having. Oh, I'm just having a little bit of these green beans, a little macaroni cheese, a little black-eyed peas, and some kidney beans. And I'm also having this baked chicken with some onions and a side of skillet cornbread. Where did I get it from? Y'all, I went to Ingles. Okay? I went to Ingles. But while I was at Ingles, I was like, you know what? While I'm at it, let's go ahead and have a little bit more fun because, of course, it is Valentine's Day. And I said that I was going to purchase myself some what? I was going to get myself some flowers. And so I did. Until I looked at the price of the flowers. Let's talk about that before we get into news and information that you can use. And grab your lunch. Get you something to eat. Because I know most of y'all don't eat like I don't first thing in the morning. So this is literally my first meal of the day. And it'll probably be my last. So, and it's only because I get busy doing other things. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share with y'all what I got. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The first thing that I got was, it's Valentine's Day. We might as well have some fun with it. I got us some cupcakes. Praise the Lord, saints. Hey, y'all. Come on in here. Welcome, welcome. We got cupcakes. We got lunch today. I got my little napkin. So I bought myself some flowers. Let me tell y'all how much flowers are. Y'all see this? It's like I went to Ingles and I got this cute little ditty. Y'all know I like plants. And this was $5.98. I bought this for me because I'm my own Valentine. Let's talk about that. Okay. Just a little bit. We're gonna talk about that. Hey, Zosh, how you doing? Come on in here. So I got this, but let me tell you how much a half a dozen of roses were at this grocery store that's by my house. Did y'all want $26.98 for a half a dozen of roses? I don't understand. Thank you so much for the likes. For those of you all who don't know, whenever you are sending likes or you're sending hearts, you're literally telling the algorithm to show me to other people. Okay, so even if, say, for instance, you want to send me a gift and you like, I ain't really got it like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my stuff set up where I can send her whatever. You can hit that like and it'll tell the algorithm to show me to more people. And believe it or not, people literally follow me because of that when y'all start doing that share. And for those of you all who are considering going live, because I know some of you are, please remember that. Please remember that. So listen, why did y'all want $26.98 for a literal half a dozen of roses? Wait, that's a lie. It was a half a dozen of roses, and it was 6 long stem chocolate covered strawberries. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Helen, how are you? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on. I think this wig is sitting back too far today. What y'all think? Okay. No, it is not. I do not glue mine down. I believe in preserving the little edges that I have left. Y'all come on in here. Welcome, welcome. So we're having lunch and celebrating Valentine's Day. So I baked this chicken earlier today. For those of you all who were with us this morning, you'll notice that I baked this earlier today. The chicken, no, I did not make that cornbread. No, I didn't have the time or the energy, and I'm not doing no stove top, no skillet cornbread. I couldn't do it. So I went and I got it. I went and I picked it up. I picked up some macaroni and cheese, my green beans, and my beans to go along with this baked chicken that I did this morning when we were live for the day shift, right? Let's get into the news and information that you can use right here on Tips, Topics, and Talk. Now, if you follow me or you head over to brownstoneworldwide.com, it's some news and information already over there. But baby, listen, when I tell you things are definitely different today, let's talk about what's happening in the news. I always like to give you like the short of it so you can go about your day, but at least you'll know when people are, because if you're anything like me, you don't want your news to inundate your day, right? So what I like to do is give you the news and let you go about your day. And then we have a little, we talk a little jump in between. That's not what I really want to say, but retail sales hit by fires and weather. Let's also talk about Southern California is being inundated with tons of rain and flooding. And just a couple of weeks ago, it was fires. So they can't even get in to do any kind of cleanup or recovery of any kind of damage or loss of any kind, because now there's tons of landslides and there's water everywhere. And see, this is the stuff that you're not hearing in just regular news. You literally are finding this out about it through people who are dealing with it on the ground, in the trenches, firsthand. They're talking about it, right? So that's the first thing. So retail sales fell the most in 2 years in January amid massive wildfires in Los Angeles and harsh winter weather elsewhere. The value of purchases not adjusted for inflation dropped by 0.9%. That's massive. And the Commerce Department reported this on Friday, led by declines in 9 out of 13 product or service categories. Severe conditions can impede sales at brick and mortar stores. Also weighing on purchases is actually the inflation that's going on. And that's that sticky inflation and high interest rates, with consumer debt delinquencies having notched their highest in 5 years during the last quarter. Let me explain to you what I mean when I say inflation. Y'all, we talked about it today. We were at the grocery store. So let me tell y'all a little story of what happened today while I was at the grocery store. So I called myself, was going to use my card, my bank card. and I accidentally used the wrong PIN number and I locked my card. So I ended up having to call the bank to have them to unlock my card because Visa had locked it. And while we were standing there, I was standing along this row of potato chips. Remember, we've had this conversation about potato chips. Remember, y'all, tell me why the potato chips, a bag of Doritos, a regular bag of Doritos, like back in the day, would like the big bag, y'all know the big bag, what do they call it? Whatever it is, the big size. 99 cents back in the day for a bag. Tell me why they were $6.29 a day. Let me say that again. That same bag of Doritos is now $6.29 today. We could not believe it. And then if you use your little grocery store card, they'll give it to you for $5.55. That's the kind of inflation. So you know what people are doing? People are making life decisions on whether or not they're going to purchase the Doritos. Do I need to pay my cell phone bill or do I need to put gas in the car? Because that's almost $10. That's $10. How many of y'all got teenagers at the house that will eat you out of house and home? And a bag of Doritos back in the day, like a bag, used to cost you 99 cents. I could rock with 99 cents. But now, you think I'm buying some? No, ma'am. No, not doing it. Not doing it. Who's got lunch? So, that's why retail is being hit, because people are making life decisions. I'm being real with y'all. The only reason why I purchased this today, here's my truth, is because this was $6.98, $6.98. It's Valentine's Day. And here's my other truth. I generate revenue from multiple sources. And I got paid from one of those multiple sources today. That's how I ended up with this. Because otherwise, we wouldn't have got anything for Valentine's Day. And y'all might get some chocolate a little bit later, but I doubt it. I'm just saying. So here you go. From those multiple sources. Well, Paulette, what are those multiple sources? Well, one of those multiple sources is I am an affiliate of several different programs. And when people purchase things, I get paid. Okay? So that's one way to do it. I literally, this drives me insane when people do this. And people know that I go live at 12-ish every day. Why are you calling me? Why don't pick up the phone, don't call me. Don't do it. Don't call. All right, so that's number one. Retail is drying up. We talked about this briefly this morning. I said I wasn't going to bring it up. But JCPenney is closing stores. Joann Fabrics, thank you so much for that, and the hearts and the likes. Joann Fabrics is closing stores. Bargain Hunt. I love me some Bargain Hunt, baby. They take Afterpay. Don't play with it. Don't act like you don't have an Afterpay account, because I got one. Darn it. And if I see something that I like and I don't want to use my credit card, I will surely use my After Daggone Pay. And every time you pay it off, they send you more money to use. And I'm not using all that cash. It better be an emergency. But yes, I have it, and I'm unabashedly unashamed. So we have all of these stores that are closing, but there are multiple reasons why your stores are closing. Number one, more and more people are starting to shop online. Okay? People are looking for more and more deals as well, which brings me to something that I wanted to share with y'all today. Go ahead and register. Go ahead and get the magazine. And when you get the magazine up at my stand store, the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to ask you for your email address. Put that in there, because that'll put you on my email list so that you can start getting these sales deals that I get. Okay? I have Under Armour today. I got Kohl's. I got Crocs, GNC, Macy's, QVC, and Ulta Beauty. GNC is running a sale. Buy 2 of the GNC brand. Get 1 bottle of GNC brand for free on all GNC brands. Okay? Under Armour, 30% off on their outlet items. Let's see what else. Crocs are on sale, 50% off seasonal items. Macy's is having a sale. QVC, y'all remember QVC from back in the day? Baby, they still around. And you also have Ulta Beauty. Ulta Beauty is having a sale today on buy 1, get 1 free. Okay, I know I have 2 more. I think Bath and Body Works is having a sale. They sent me an email too and asked me to share it with the community, and I'm going to do that. The only way that you'll be able to get it is when you are a subscriber through the email list. Okay, so don't be afraid to go, because I don't spam you. I don't spam you. And what we do, big shout out to Sheena, who is off today. She is my assistant. She helps to set up all of this. Like I said, I don't do all of this by myself. Like right now, here's a true story. Here's a true story. I have my editor decided to stay home today. KJ! Let's see if he'll come downstairs. He's editing right now. KJ! I know he hear me. I'm about to go get him and make him come say hello. Okay? All right, family. Kevin! Kevin, come here for a second, babe. Tips, topics, talk. I know, babe. But I need you to just come and this is KJ.
Hello.
And what do you do for Brownstone Worldwide?
Okay.
You edit. And you edit what shows?
Pretty much anything.
Anything?
Yeah, pretty much anything.
And what is today for you since it's Friday?
The Valentine's Day show.
Valentine's Day show, which you're working on right now. You're working on it right now. What else is today for you?
It's Friday.
And what does Friday mean?
No Valentine. It's just Friday. It's a normal day for me. Okay?
All right. So today is payday, KJ. That's what I was gonna say. Today is payday. Okay. So Sheena is off today, and so I'll be doing the newsletter, and you are working on finishing up the Valentine's Day show, which airs at what time? 1 o'clock. Thank you. Bye.
She's done embarrassing you now.
Right.
She's done embarrassing me now. And the person that you are hearing behind me is, of course, the person that says, it's time for you to go live now. So don't ever think that I work by myself, because I don't. There's like a group of people that pull all of the pieces together to make this work. So big shout out to my little team. Shout out to Rakaya. Rakaya on Facebook, and also Shot by Rakaya. She is a brand photographer. And also she is the designer for the Brownstone Living magazine as well. So she helps to design it. Myself and several writers, including Miss Lily, the one that's getting ready to graduate. They're already working on the content for March and April. So big shout out to my little team. I share that because I don't want people to think that I'm sitting behind the scenes doing everything by myself. People are coming up with concepts and ideas on the regular basis. The idea to split the show literally was not done by myself alone. It was, you got to do this because the numbers show that this is what is happening. And so you need to go with this. Why am I bringing this up? Because I understand that there are some of you all who have literally reached out and said, hey, I'm interested in doing this podcasting thing. I'm interested in going live. I want to know more about it. You got to have a team of people that are with you, that work with you on a regular basis, and who understand what you're working on. Now, let me explain something. And this is important for those of you. How do we watch the Valentine's show? He's working on it now. It will air at 1 o'clock on my personal page, Brownstone Worldwide, as well at BWTV and Brownstone Worldwide on YouTube at 1 o'clock. So you don't have to do anything. It's just going to pop on and you'll be able to see it if you're following me on Facebook. Okay. Good question. Thank you for asking that, Helen. So for those of you all who are interested, the reason why I think it is so important for me to be honest is because I know that a lot of you guys are sharing that you want to do this and you've reached out. So what I want you all to understand is it started out with like this little idea, right? And I said, oh, I want to do it. And then I realized there's no way in heavens I'm going to be able to do this by myself. So sometimes, like when I interviewed Ishi from Arrested Development, we actually had a videographer that came in and she set up. And we're going to be doing it next weekend as well, because we have a client that's coming in who is going to be interviewed. And then we have people that edit and create shows and programming and literally saying, hey, this is what we need to do with the radio station. So don't think, and it's not a lot of us, it's about 5 or 6 of us that work on this together. But you have to, what my point is that you have to have a team of agreeing individuals that see the vision and understand exactly what you're doing. Now let's dig a little bit deeper. I didn't mean to go down this rabbit hole. So since we're here, I'm gonna go here. See what? Okay. See, I'm about to put folks on blast. What is you doing? Hold on. Let me call her back. So I'm talking about all of this because it is important for you all to understand that, number one, you got to have a plan. And you got to say, well, this is what we're doing in Q1. This is what we're doing in Q2. This is what we're doing in Q3, Q4, whatever. What our numbers look like. That's number one. Number two, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I mean, I can call you this later if you're live.
I am live.
Okay, well, I'll just see you later.
Okay, bye.
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 It's important, though.
It's important. What is it? Tell me.
Well, I can say it on the live. But...
Okay, but what is it? You asked me something about Arkansas. What's up?
I have a dream, and I feel like it involves you because we're in the dream.
We'll talk about it later then.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay. So we were talking about going live, doing the content, all of that. Here's what I want you all to understand. For each one of you all, remember I said this earlier this morning, these are not your platforms. Your goal is to take your content, drive people to where they can find you. Where can y'all find me? You already know, brownstoneworldwide.com, which I own, Brownstone Living magazine, which I own, and Cityscape Radio, which I own, right? So you know that if I'm coming on here, you can go to where you can find news and information that you can use, lifestyle content, and officially some of the content that I share with y'all today, like Under Armour, Kohl's, Crocs, GNC, so forth, right? You get it? So you don't have to be as detailed as me. See, I've been doing this a minute. You got to remember, I am from radio. I'm from the entertainment industry. I know how this works behind the scenes. And I ain't trying to put myself on Front Street like that, but my MBA is in advertising and marketing. Okay. So I've been trained for this for years. This is all I know how to do. You don't have to be like me. All you got to do is turn your phone on. You ain't got to have a fancy camera. Girl, use the camera on the back of the cracked phone that you got right now. Just get started. Hey, Deals with Nia, how are you? Come on in this room, girl. We talking about making this coinage and having lunch today. Okay? We're going to call this this is the tips part of Tips, Topics, and Talk. Right? And we're also having lunch. Cheers. Hold on. So, when we are talking about generating revenue, let's talk about that. Y'all heard me say today is payday. You're definitely doing your research. Look no further, fam. I'm right here. Okay? Today is payday. How does the team get paid? From revenue sources from Brownstone Worldwide. Okay? What does that mean? Facebook pays us for content. Okay? We get paid once on one page. So I have 3 pages that are monetized. Okay? My personal page is monetized. Two of my business pages are monetized. Brownstone Worldwide and Brownstone Living Magazine are monetized completely 100% on Facebook. A lot of people say, oh, you need to boycott. No. What I need to do is be wise before I make a decision on how something that is putting money into the coffers to pay my people, I need to be wise. And I do know that when they pay me, I'm able to take a portion of that rev share and pay it to the people that work for me. Does that make sense? So don't cut off your nose to spite your face, but be very strategic and have a plan on how you're going to utilize what you're doing. Okay? And that was a decision that I had to make. I was like, some places I'm going, like I can remember when we first started getting paid, we were in the beta group with Facebook. This is a true story. My first month, how much did we make? It was in October, 2.5, almost 3 years ago. The first month that we did, I was like, this a game. I'm gonna go ahead and put my stuff in here. That first month, true story, I think we made $8,000 that first month. I was behind on my mortgage because I had just got laid off. Baby, it came in right on time. Okay. So now since then, the algorithm has changed. I don't know what they're doing, but here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you are not posting 5 times a day right now in the next 45 days, listen to me. If you're on Meta, you need to start doing it now. I'm just here to deliver the news. Okay? That's all I'm here to do. Y'all can take it any way you want. Post 5 times a day and use every aspect of Meta. How? Stories, reels, videos, texts. Go live. In a short amount of time, you will notice that your insights or your numbers will change. The same thing is happening over on TikTok. Now that TikTok is back in the App Store, I got an update today. And I'm noticing that some of the things that I wasn't able to see when they turned the lights back on the 19th or the 20th, I was officially able to see it almost immediately. So I don't know what happened, but I'm grateful because I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I'm able to see some things now, right? And then on YouTube, I just got an email telling me I'm this close to monetization for Brownstone Worldwide. Like there is no more whatever, right? So I made a decision to start going live every single day on Brownstone Worldwide. Normally we just like load stuff because it's just Brownstone World. Let's just go, hey Kathy, let's just go live over Brownstone Worldwide. Let's just do whatever, right? I got that email. I was like, all right, wait a daggone minute. Then I thought, let me start spending a little bit more time over here and find out what's really going on. Here's what you all need to understand, and this is something that we talked about today and yesterday, is YouTube is literally getting more viewers than regular television. Are you all hearing me, content creators? People that come on here and keep your page private? Can somebody help me understand that? You want to generate revenue, you want people to find you, but your page private. My homegirl keep her page private. I don't want nobody to know what I'm doing in my life. Girl, you ain't that important. You ain't that important. Yes, I had to take the big mama out the purse today. You are not that daggone important. Ain't nobody worried about what you got going on in your life unless you make them worried about what you got going on in your life. You see what I'm saying? I cannot understand that. Y'all want to make money, you want to do things, but your page is private. Please help me to understand. It would be different if you like on OF. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know what OF is, or like you doing something, somewhere else and you're not. What y'all on? We are in the greatest time in history when it comes to content creation. And y'all literally sleep on it because you thinking people paying attention to. And if they are, guess what? Leave it open so they can leave you a comment and look ugly like Rasputia at the same time. She talking about you too. Say that again. Okay. Right. Oh, me. Yes, Zosh. But I was talking about other people too, baby. For real. Laughing but very serious. Yes, it's the truth. What you hiding for? Then what you on here for? So you can scroll and look at other people. Let me tell y'all something. True story. I leave my page open. I had you blocked at one time. I unblocked you. You know why? Because you want to see what I'm doing anyway. Go ahead and share that with somebody else and engage. Every time you look at my stuff, guess what happened? An ad pops up at the bottom of my screen. Carry on. You mad? Let me help you be madder. And whomever this person is that's watching me, they know who they are. He's 17 now, girl. He getting ready to be 18. I'm still his baby mama. We're going to leave that alone. Okay? So keep watching. Like Sade say, keep looking. All right. So we talked about retail sales. Did y'all pick up anything that I put down just then? And don't be ashamed about how you look. Ain't nobody. Y'all, it's this sister on TikTok. Her name is Tamika. She go live. Listen. She go live. Oh my God, today. And she will take a whole chicken bone, which I have not touched. She will put this in her mouth and eat it in one fell swoop, and nothing come out but the bone. And she cooks in a chair because she's too big to stand. And I believe, I believe she's a drag queen. And when I tell you, she is hilarious. And every time I see her video, one time she went, hold up. This is the stuff that we be worried about the wrong thing, especially women. We be worried about the wrong thing. Y'all up here worried about whether or not your boobs too big or your hips too wide and stuff like that, instead of worrying about your content. Y'all, what time she went live? And she ate. She bought, you can buy a double fish sandwich at McDonald's. No, that wasn't enough for her. She went and got 2 of the doubles and put them together and said, I don't know why they gave me. Quit lying. You bought 2 of them. When I tell you it was gone in 2 bites, I hollered. You know what I'm saying? That's funny to me. That is just, you just being yourself, you just chilling in your kitchen, you doing the thing. And I've had to learn just to kind of be that. And my kids are always like, why you always sounding so professional? Because I'm from radio and I don't know any other way to be. But now I am absolutely unbothered and I ain't messed up about it. Listen, this is what you're going to get. And you still going to get this news and information that you can use because this is who I'm is. Okay? Boobs and all. We're going to get it. Okay? All right. Now, DeepSeek rivals make services free. Do y'all know what DeepSeek is? DeepSeek is AI. Thank you so much for the heart, y'all. I appreciate it. I really do. DeepSeek, OpenAI, and Chinese search agent giant Baidu announced that they would make the latest versions of their AI services available for free as the AI race heats up. Competition reached new heights last month when Chinese startup DeepSeek debuted a powerful, cheaper to produce AI model that's become a hit with consumer. Baidu's AI chatbot will be available for free starting April 1st, while OpenAI CEO Sam Altman said users will get unlimited access to the latest model, GPT-5, at no cost. What am I paying for? Because I pay for GPT. Don't you pay for GPT?
Yes.
And will you continue to pay for it after GPT-5 comes out?
Yes. There are other reasons.
Bingo. So there are different tiers to this stuff. So you're going to always get like different versions of different things, right? But at the same token, there's GPT-5, there's GPT-3. There are different things like API codes and stuff on the back end that you will have to pay additional for. And I think that is where the big deal is, right? So you want to definitely keep that in mind. How many of you all have used AI in anything that you're doing? I have. And I witnessed something today. My mouth's still on the floor. I will not divulge. It is mind-blowing what they are doing with AI. Keep sleeping if you want to. I shared a video with y'all. And it's a song. You use it, deals with Nia. What do you use it with? Do you use it when you're creating like your content and stuff like that for the stuff that you sell? Because when I tell you be on it, I'll be like, how does she do it? First of all, how do you get the people to send you that stuff for free? So you can turn around and sell it. And I know, here's the thing. I know the sister making money because you continue to keep doing it. You don't do nothing that ain't making you no money. Okay? Let's keep it 100. Okay? You've used it too, Zosh. That's what I'm saying. It's the business. I'll use it to rewrite something or like create a new title for something or whatever. Or if I want to make an email sound professional instead of me saying, excuse me, who the hell you think you're talking to? It will say it in a professional way for me and still get the word across so that you are clear that I am not a pushover. You use it for content, homeschooling. Oh, that's right. Your kids are homeschooled. I bet it is amazing, isn't it? I totally forgot about that. People are using it for so many different reasons. But now I created a video for Brownstone Worldwide. I created two. One is called Welcome to the Neighborhood. Some of you all may have seen it. If not, go through my timeline. And then there's another one that I created called Brownstone Worldwide. I created the videos and I created the song with AI. Let's see. Targeted plan to help my daughter thrive. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. You used it to apply for a loan and they did not because they know it was AI. How you know they know it was AI? Did they say that? I know people right now that have used it. True story. I know people right now that got it to create their business plan and apply for the loan. You have to literally tell it to sound like you. You have to train that you have to train it to understand how you talk, right? And tell it sound more natural, sound like this, da 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 da. Do you understand? And it will respond back to you and say, "Yes, Paulette, I understand." I don't know who was here live with me, and I was talking to mine, and she called me my name like she human. Okay, let's see. The lady said, she said, she said it's Ash. That is crazy. So she knew? Wow. Okay. Well, go back to a drawing board. That's all you got to do. Because it's some major banks out here that have a requirement to provide loans and stuff for underserved communities, if y'all know what I mean, right? Okay. Well, let's go on. What is Airbnb up to? How many of y'all stayed in the Airbnb? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about these, okay? So y'all see this? I'm not going to show you, but y'all know what that is, right? Y'all see how little this can is? I bought a 6-pack because I wanted to see whether or not my card was working again. So the bank manager was like, I'll stay on the phone till you do what you got to do. Tell me why this little 6-pack was $6 and some change. Yep, it was crazy. Yep, crazy. $6? All right, Airbnb plots major expansion. First of all, I was going to get into the Airbnb game and I decided against it because I have seen horror stories of people who have gotten Airbnbs, went out of their way to make it look super nice, and then come in and the people and tore the place up. I had to hurt somebody. The egg. Let's talk about the eggs. How much are the eggs in your area? I know you in Jersey, right? Deals with Nia. Eggs here, a dozen. Around the corner from my house, I think. KJ sent me a picture, $12.67. Yep. Long time ago, they had bed bugs. Oh my God. $6 for $12. That's not bad for 12. That's not bad. That's not bad. So I'm gonna hit up my little surplus grocery store tomorrow and see if they got eggs. They didn't have eggs the last time I was there. You know, some grocery stores, now this is in the news, so this is news, y'all. Some grocery store chains are literally saying, no, you can only buy one today. So if you got more than one person in your house, you know what you do? You get a carton, you get a carton, and you get a carton. That's how you send the baby to get a carton of eggs. If that's your thing, right? Okay. Airbnb shares surged Friday after it posted strong fourth quarter financial results and announced ambitious expansion plans. We want the Airbnb app, kind of similar to Amazon, to be one place you go for all of your traveling and living needs. I wonder what they mean by that. Let's dig a little bit deeper, shall we? CEO Brian Chesky said during an earnings call, to this end, the company is investing up to $250 million in launching new businesses on the app, with the latest offerings to debut in May. What are they talking about when they're talking about travel? Of course, flights. Of course, more cars. Robo-cars are going to be a part of that. And do not be surprised if they start to get into this virtual hotel industry thing. They're going to work it out. because this industry is not going anywhere. They're just pivoting because remember, at one point it was raising rates so high in specific areas, people couldn't afford to live. And so there are new rules, even here in Atlanta. So if you have an Airbnb, you can only have one in the area that you live in. Like you can't have 4 and 5 and taking up housing from people in your area. So you can only have one if you live in the city of Atlanta. I am on the outskirts. It does not impact me, but I'm still not getting in the game. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm really good on that. Y'all can save me from the headache of dealing with all of that. Because after I saw how they do people's property, I was mortified. Have y'all seen the videos of this? We can only get 1 dozen per day here in Wisconsin. See, that's what I'm saying. 1 dozen a day. Ooh, the rationing has begun. I feel like I'm in a movie. How many of y'all feel like y'all in a movie? I'm so serious. Like, how many of y'all really believe that we're in a dream and we just ain't woke up yet? I'm so serious. It's crazy. So expect Airbnb to change. Now, I want to definitely talk about this because this is really kind of sad. A young woman, and I'm not going to share any names, a young woman, her mother, SUV of sorts, in Michigan, staying on the 2nd or 3rd floor of a parking deck of a casino and had been staying there in the car overnight. The 9-year-old child of hers, and I believe the 2-year-old, lost their lives to hypothermia. Now, when they interviewed the mother said, well, I tried to ask for help. Nobody wanted to help. I'm going to go down the road. Nobody wants to go down. Right? Yeah. It's been on my mind to talk about because of the callousness of how this was handled. Number one, nobody wanted to help her or her mother. They had been homeless for 3 months. They couldn't get into a shelter because the shelters were full. What does that tell you? If the shelters are full and you can't get help. None of their family members would let them come and stay with them. But y'all on live talking about she tried to get help. Listen, I don't care how many folks come here. If I know you, you ain't got to be outside unless you want to be. Okay? The only thing that I ask you to do is to contribute and don't tear the house up. That's it. I think that that's fair. But I wished I would, knowing that I have a roof over my head, allow anybody that I know, within reason now, because if you a hot mess, no, we can't do that. But if I know you got children, we're not going to do that. This true story, this really happened. Tips, topics, and talk. We're going to have a talk moment, okay? Don't ever think that what that girl was going through could not be you, because it easily can be. True story, this really happened to me. Years ago when I was living in Buckhead in Atlanta, I was making, I don't know, this was years ago, like I said. I just had Imani and Tamika. Well, my car, watch how God works. I want y'all to hear this. Absolutely deals with me and says. It's a true story. This really happened. So, I got to put my Valentine's Day flowers in the shot. There we go. Amen. All right, there we go. All right, so I was about 30. I was living in Buckhead. I was a senior systems engineer working in downtown Atlanta, and I had to put my car in the shop. I want y'all to hear how God worked. I never rode MARTA. Never. You're not catching me on it. I ain't doing it because I no longer want to deal with P in the corner and you crazy over here and all of the noise. I just didn't want to do it. I would drive wherever I wanted to go. Now, I'm not like that anymore, but back then, you couldn't catch me on a MARTA. It wasn't happening. If my car was working, well, my car wasn't working. I worked downtown, and it only made sense for me to take the Inman Park station to the house. So I took Buckhead Station to Inman Park, walked down. This night, I had to take the bus, which was going to drop me off in front of my apartment complex. And so I was getting off the train, and I was coming up the stairs. It was me and Imani. I had just picked her up from daycare, and I was coming to the house, and I was like, well, my car gonna be in the shop for about 7 days. I'm gonna just go ahead and take the bus instead of renting the car. Mind you, hear what I said. I don't like to drive. I don't like to ride the train. Don't like to ride the bus. But this time I did. I was coming up the stairs at Inman Park, and I said, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and catch the 67 and go ahead and do what I gotta do. We were waiting on the bus, and this young girl was standing there. She had to be maybe about 21, 22 years old. And she had 2 children with her. One was in a stroller, one of those fold-up strollers that you use like if you at the, at the park or something. And she had a little boy with her, looked just like her, so I knew it was her kids. And she was crying. And of course, everybody kind of started doing this and kind of moving away from her. And I just kind of stood there because I wanted to see what this girl was getting ready to do. She sat the little boy down, and she put a plastic bag in the baby that was in the stroller's lap. And I heard her say out loud, I can't do this. And she walked away from her kids. She literally walked away, and nobody stopped her. And I'm turning around, and I thought, do y'all not see she just left her kids? Ain't nobody gonna stop her. And in my head, I heard, you stop her. And I turned around and I told Imani, I said, Imani, go stand over there by them babies. Imani was about 8 or 9. Okay. But Imani had some height on her like she do now. So I told her, go stand over here. And I said, I'm going after her. So by this time, she was crossing the street, and I took off running now. And I'm running. And I said, hey. I said, where are you going? She's bawling. She's in tears. She ain't got no help. She done got put out. Her and the baby daddy done got into it for the last time. And he had jumped on her and put her and the kids out. Her mother wasn't in the state. Her father wasn't around. She had no help. And she had just lost her job. Because why? She didn't have anybody to watch her kids. And I said, well, what you cannot do is leave your babies at the bus stop. I said, where are you going? She didn't even know. She was just bawling. I said, come on. I said, you can't leave your kids. I said, they need you. There is nobody else. I said, if anybody get a hold of your kids, you will never get them back. She turned around. Now, mind you, it's people. Maybe it's about maybe 10, 11 people standing there. I'll never forget this night as long as I live. Because I do not take the bus. Hear me. I said, come on. It was about 10 blocks to where I had to go. I said, you can come stay with me. I didn't know her name. I had a 1-bedroom apartment in Buckhead. This is a true story. But I was not about to let this girl stand there and leave her babies. Anything could have happened. Because y'all know people crazy. So then we walking. I said, what's your name? She told me her name. What's your baby's name? I said, I'm Paulette. This is Imani. I said, I got a pull-out pouch in my front room. I said, you can take that, you and your babies. And I said, you stay as long as you need. I said, I can take you and I can help pay for a couple of weeks at kindercare. Kindercare is expensive now, but I couldn't see her out there with no help. By the time she left, which took 2 months, by the time she left, her little boy had put shells and stuff down my doggone sink. I had to call the maintenance folks and everything. He was angry because of what had happened. He was like 4 or 5 years old. She finally got that under control, got him the help that he needed. They were going to daycare. She got her a little job at some call center, and she was able to at least find her a 1-room apartment. And guess what, folks? I got one picture of her and her kids left in my family album, and I have never heard from her since. True story. I can't even tell you what her name is anymore. But just think what would have happened if my car had not broken down. What would have happened to her and her babies that day? That's why we have to always be careful how we treat other people, and don't always ignore warning signs when they right there in your face, because you never know who you can be entertaining. And even if you're not, please understand, for your talk version of Tips, Topics, and Talk, please understand that whatever you put out into the universe, it will come back to you. I wasn't looking for that. What I knew was I had once been a young mother who had been left in a house by herself with her 4-month-old baby, with no gas, no light, no water. You were supposed to go and get everything turned on, and you never came back. And I had to figure it out on my own. There was no help. The shelters were full. I had to figure out how I was going to nurse my child, find a job, and do all of the things. Yeah, it has not been easy living in Atlanta. Don't ever let anybody tell you that it is easy. It is not. But I remembered that moment when I realized you didn't go get the lights turned on. You didn't go get the water turned on like you told me. You were dumping us off so you could go club. You were dumping us off so you could go back and live where you were living with whatever her name was. I don't even know. And you were okay with that. And you tried to justify it later. What if someone had not been there for me at that time? And I felt like I was there at that moment for her. Because like I said, I do not take the bus. I don't take trains. And I'm right here in Atlanta. I'm on the outskirts, but I can drive 15 minutes up the street and catch the bus to get to MARTA if I need to. That could have been me. But somebody saw fit to help me back then. And I needed to turn around and do that for someone else. The same goes true for this situation. All of these people that's on TV, they're crying big old crocodile tears. Ain't a tear that she tried to get help. Then on the TV with her hugged up on her. But where was you at though? When all this was going on? That's what I don't understand. And then let's not even talk about the baby daddy. He said that the girl never told him that she needed help. He never said, it's one thing to say, come get them. And it's another thing to say that y'all homeless. No, they are one and the same because they your seed. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what time. She could have said, I'm going to the grocery store, come get them. He should have got up and did whatever he had to do. No, you too busy, you laid up. You laid up and you all on social media, booed up with your new boo, taking pictures and doing everything else. And then somebody sent me the link. Y'all, where he is set up. She shouldn't have hit. She should have hit. You set up a GoFundMe, bruh. You had nerve enough to set up a GoFundMe for children you hadn't seen in 3 months and denied their mother any help. And 3 of the children that she has are yours. Whose fault is it? The community's, the mother, the father. But mama was doing all that she knew how to do. Her mother, 49 years old, from what she said it herself. Right, no, I ain't. She shouldn't have had to. She shouldn't have had to ask. It should have been enough folks in that community to help. And your family right there. And all he could say was, my family stay around the corner. She could have asked them, but they yours. Okay. And I don't know what went wrong, but if a joker, you ain't got to do nothing but tell me one time. Like I said, with that baby boy of mine, you showed me one time who you were. I wish I would have gave him another son. You showed me who you were. And that's how we need to be, ladies. And let me also say that If any woman deals with him after this, it's something wrong with her. He went on national television. Now it's all over the place. Pictures of you and your girl and y'all hanging out. And you said, I was at the gym getting on the treadmill. Oh, you got a membership. And she ain't got nowhere to stay. Memberships are not cheap. Right. Help me understand, y'all. It ain't no understanding to it. Those are your children. And mothers, every mother I know just about, unless of course they've been traumatized or just really didn't want no children. Let me tell you something. We will go down for ours. Let me tell you the reason why I bought this house. Because I got kids. I have 4. My oldest is 34. She coming home this weekend, her and her husband. You only need somewhere. It was nothing. Mama, we got to handle some business in Georgia. We flying in. Okay, we're going to scoot some people around. Go stay in Lily's room. Lily in college right now. We're going to put everybody, we're going to do whatever we got to do, but we're going to put everybody in a space so everybody got somewhere to lay their head at night. You know what I mean? We do what we got to do for our kids. That's it. Period. Because if we don't, who will? And it has nothing to do with when I get old, I need somebody to take care of me. They didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be here, period. So I'm going to do what I got to do. Is my oldest a little, what is she? Tamika is a mess, okay? She's slick in the mouth, but she mine. And I'm going to see about her because she mine. And I might not have everything that I want to give all of mine, but one thing is for sure and 2 things are for certain. This house is the family's. Anything go wrong, anything happen, you can always come home. But if you don't have nothing set up, you ain't got nowhere to send your children, your grandkids. My granddaughter, she done got so comfortable. She come in and she stay in her TT room because, you know, Lily's in college. I don't know what she going to do when Lily come home after she graduate. And I'm sure Lily won't be here long. You know, she's gotten independent or whatever. But do y'all see what I'm saying? You got to make sure you take care of your kids. Your family, you had them. They didn't ask to be here. So it just absolutely blew my mind when I saw that. Absolutely. I was like, ain't no way in the world. He opened his mouth on the news and said what he did. I was blown away. Enough of that. I just had to touch on the topic. There was another one that was shared with me today that I was going to talk about, but we don't have time. We'll definitely talk about it tomorrow, and how everything is caught on camera now, even domestic violence, in the way that I just saw a video. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So y'all, what I will say is that we're going to do more news and information, but what I'm hoping that you will start doing is start heading over to Brownstone Worldwide and getting your news and information over there. We were a little slow today because Sheena's off because of her birthday. So charge it to my head and not my heart, because I don't know how she do what she do. Okay? But she does it. But news and information today, I'll try to pick up where she's off since it is her birthday. And like I said, I got to get payroll done so people can get paid. They, you know, I'm like, why you late, bro? What's happening? So again, don't forget, you can check out the show, What's for Brunch, the Valentine's episode. It should be airing in a few minutes if he hasn't already loaded it, because he was just done editing everything. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do payroll because everybody looking at me sideways. Okay. All right, y'all. It has been a real, brownstoneworldwide.com. Brownstoneworldwide.com. Head on over there and you can check out all of the magazines. You can check out the news and information. Like I said, news slow today because Sheena out of the office. So charge it to my head, not my heart. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the weekend. And I will see you all tomorrow for our weekend edition of Tips, Topics, and Talk. What does that mean? Y'all ain't gonna see me in the morning, but you will see me tomorrow. In the meantime, go ahead and enjoy your weekend. Get y'all some cute little things. Like I said, this was $5.98. Treat yourself to something nice. Buy yourself some chocolates or something. Buy yourself a little something. Okay? Get your little drink. Enjoy your lunch. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna introduce y'all to Tips, topics, and talk if you have not heard it, because guess why? Because it's cute. It is cute. It is cute. Hold on. Oh, y'all ready? 3 things I always like to tell every single person out there that is listening. Number 1, love your life. It is the only one that you have. 2, live your life to the fullest and embrace everything that is your life, because guess what? You only get one, and you only get one you. You might as well enjoy it. And lastly, breathe through every single moment. We'll see you around. Check out this new song. Is she gonna play?
Lights, camera, action. Guess who's back? In the spotlight, baby, we never slack. Sipping topics, talking all night long. Come on now, join the groove and sing along. Tips, topics, and talk, you know we rock.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be an ass. I was just right in the middle of a thought when you threw to me.
Hmm?
No, so I wasn't, you know.
Oh,